Notion is an all-in-one productivity workplace that is free for individuals wanting a powerful application that essentially replaces the need of dozens of popular tools like Google Docs, Evernote, Trello, Asana, and more. With Notion, you can streamline your productivity all from one powerful workplace application. Hey team, welcome back to this channel, and if it's your first time here, then my name's Stewart. I just want to say thank you for getting started with us today. Now, in this Notion tutorial for beginners, I'm going to help you get started with Notion to streamline daily productivity within your small business. Now, the idea of Notion is to take many of the important features from popular tools and integrating them into one place, which Notion calls the workspace. Basically, everything is in one tool to maximize individual and team productivity. Now guys, just quickly before we dive into Notion, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and that way you'll stay updated with actionable videos and tutorials designed to equip you with the skills, knowledge and tools to grow your small business online. And with that out the way, let's get started with Notion. Okay guys, so first things first, what we need to do is head over to notion.so and sign up with a free account. Now, a free account is only for personal use. If you want to work with your entire team, if you're a small business and you have a team of people that want to collaborate together on Notion, then you do have to upgrade to a paid account. So what we're going to do is sign up with a free personal account. And if you like the way that Notion works, you can upgrade for a paid plan and collaborate with your entire team. So let's get into it. Come down here and enter your email address, and then come over here and click sign up. Now, because we're using a Google account for the purpose of this tutorial to sign up, we're going to be asked to sign in with Google. So I'm going to go ahead and select our Google account. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this tutorial, you have the option to get started with a team or by yourself, so a personal account or a team account. We're going to go ahead and get started with a personal account and come down and click Take Me to Notion. And then come up here and click OK. And here we are on your dashboard. So we've gone ahead and created a free personal account with Notion. Now what we want to do is navigate through the dashboard so you understand all the important elements and features you need to know to really make the most of Notion. And then we're going to show you how to create pages, subpages, so you can basically start managing your databases, project boards, notes, calendars, reminders, workflows, you name it. You can essentially do everything within Notion. And remember, like I mentioned at the beginning of this tutorial, Notion essentially replaces the need for many popular applications like Asana, Trello, Google Docs, Evernote, and more. So let's dive straight into your Notion dashboard. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice on your Notion dashboard is this Getting Started section here. This is what we call a top level page. So if we navigate over to the left sidebar, what you'll see is this section is selected. This is what we call a page or top level page. We can also create sub pages, and we're going to show you how to actually create pages, create sub pages, and make modifications and edits to blocks. So each of these elements are actually called blocks. This video is a block, these text elements or checkboxes are blocks, and we're going to show you how to make modifications and actually customize each page shortly. But firstly, we want to navigate through this left sidebar. So if we click on our name, we can see that we are on the personal plan here, and we can come down here and we can log out if we like. Then if we come down to quick find, this is basically where you can find pages or sub pages within your Notion account. And as you can see, we've only got one page at the moment. Then we have all updates. Basically, if anyone's mentioned you in comments or invited you to a particular page, you can see all that information here. Then we have settings and members. If we click on settings and members, this is where we can essentially invite other members to collaborate with. So if we're a small business and we have other team members that we want to collaborate on Notion, then we can come down here and actually invite people. However, because we're using a personal plan, we can't actually do that with this free account. However, if you do want to trial collaboration with a team through Notion, you can come down here and try this for free. Now, if you decide to go for a paid account and you want to collaborate with a team, what you can do is you will actually see a link that you can send to other team members that you want to collaborate with. And all you need to do is send that link as an invite for people to join you. Alternatively, you can come down here and you can add members by email. And then you have other settings up here in regards to your personal account and your workspaces. But for now, we're going to exit out of that. Then down here, like I said, we've got our pages and subpages. We can add a page here if we like. We can move them. We can delete pages. We can copy, duplicate, rename, or we can move. And shortly, we'll discuss more about this soon. Then down here we have templates. If we click on templates, basically Notion provides you with real templates that their users have created, and you can duplicate these, you can use these templates and customize them the way that you like. So all you need to do is navigate through all the different sections or categories and find one that best works for your project or your page or what you want to create and work on within your Notion account. Templates are also great at giving you ideas with how you can actually create your different pages. So again, we'll exit out of that one. Then we have import. Basically, you can import content from other tools and applications. Then down here we have trash, and this is self-explanatory. Basically, whenever you delete something on Notion, that's going to be moved into trash. Then we have add a new page down here, or we can add a page over here. Then, as you can see, we've selected this getting started page. We can navigate over to share, and we can share this particular page to the internet or with other individuals. Again, this is limited with the personal account. Then we have updates. Basically, this is where you can see previous updates with particular pages that you've engaged on or other people in your team have engaged with. So these are basically just updates with all the pages that you're following and everything that is relevant to you. Then over here we have favorites. So if I click favorite for this particular page, that's going to create a new column over here called favorites, and the pages that I've added as a favorite are going to be added as shortcuts down here. So for example, if I create lots of subpages, which we're going to show you how to do later on, I don't want to navigate through all my different pages to locate that particular page. I can add it as a favorite, especially if it's a page that I'm always working on a daily basis, maybe every hour. So again, you can add pages to favorites here, but I'm going to come back up here and remove this from favorites because this is just a default page. Then if we navigate over to the three dots, this is where we can customize the overall style of this page that we have selected. So as you can see, we've got getting started selected. We can change the typography. We can come down here. We can add to favorites again. Copy link, open Mac app. There's lots of different options down here. Import, export, or move. So basically you have important elements to do with the particular page that you have selected. And more importantly, the overall style of your page. So again, I can come down here, small text, full width. I like full width. I'm going to keep it as that. And then I could turn that off and change it to this text. No, I don't like that. Let's go back to default. Then come out here and click on this page. So that is a basic overview of your dashboard. Now what we want to do is actually create our own top level pages and sub pages from scratch and with templates. Okay, so to create a new page and customize it the way that we like, all we need to do is navigate over to the left hand sidebar and click add page, or we can come down here. But I'm going to come up here and click add a page. Then we want to name the page. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we want to create a page that's about our current projects. So projects this month. And remember, you can name your pages, your projects, your workflows, database, anything you like. So I'm happy with that. Projects this month, 11th, 20. Then what we want to do is get rid of this default page. All we need to do is select these three dots and select delete. And now, as you can see, we've only got one page here. All we need to do is come down to our page, and we have some options down here. Empty with icon, empty page, templates. We can select a template if we like from the page. Again, we'll show you how to do this shortly. We can import, And we can select these options under database, so list, calendar, gallery, board, table. Now if we come up under the title and click here, what we can do is select /, and what that does is brings up a whole bunch of different basic blocks that we can use. So remember, like I mentioned earlier, each page is broken down into blocks, and if we navigate through these blocks, you can see that there's so many different text elements, database elements. We can come down media elements. We got embed, so we can embed media into this page, and we can come down further and there's so many different elements that we can add in the form of blocks to each page. So what we can do is navigate back to the top and we can come down and select header 1. Now here what I want to do is add a header. So this is going to be one of our projects. So I'm going to name this web design project. And as you can see, I've added web design Sam's Pies to heading 1. So this is one of our projects that we're going to work on. Now what I can do is double click and highlight this entire text, and you will notice this formatting bar up above, formatting menu, and then you have a whole bunch of options up here. I can turn this into a different block. All I need to do is come down here and turn that into a block. Again, I can turn it into a subpage if I like, or I can change it to header 3, 2, or back to 1. So I'm happy with header 1. I can also link this header. I can come over here and leave a comment, and I have other formatting options over here. And so you can duplicate this if you like. You can turn it into a page. You can copy the link if there is a link associated with this text, or you can delete this block. So remember, everything on your page is broken down into blocks. Currently we have one block. We have a title for our particular page, and we have a block down here. Now I could come down here and add another project over here. So what I can do is either come over here and click this plus icon and add the block down here, or I can come back up here and click /, and that's going to show me all the different blocks available for me to use. So what I'm going to do here is go again and click heading 1 and add a new project. And as you can see, I've gone ahead and added another heading. So I've got 2 projects here under projects this month. Now what I want to do is add one more project. So what I can do, if I just want to duplicate this, I can come over to the 3 dots and come down and click duplicate. Now I can change this to another client. So for example, I could change this to Google Ads Management, Paul's Roofing. Now these aren't actually real businesses. This is just for the purpose of this tutorial. Now I want to actually get rid of that. I'm happy with that. Now what I want to do is actually turn these into sub pages, because as you can see, I've got the top level page up here, but I've got no other pages. So I want to actually turn this into a secondary page, and all I need to do is either double click here and come over to this heading option here and come down and find page, and I can select page, and that will turn this into a sub page. Or I can come over to these 3 dots and click here and come down and turn into a sub page here. And as you can see, this is now turned into a sub page. I can do the same over here. So I double click, 3 dots, I can come down and turn into a page. Now where is page? There it is. I'm happy with that. And one more, I'm going to come over here and actually click heading and come down to page. And as you can see, I now have 3 sub pages under our top level page. If I click this little arrow down here, you can see that I have these 3 pages below this top level page. Now if I want to edit any of these sub pages, all I need to do is either click on them here. So if I click web design Sam's Pies, this brings up my secondary page, and I can make the same edits to this page just like I did with the main top level page. Again, I can come back and click on our top level page and come down to another page, or I can come over to the left hand sidebar and click on the different pages available for me to edit. And the same goes for modifying and customizing these pages. I can come down here and click /, and that's going to bring up all these different blocks for me to customize. So I could come down here and I could click to-do list, and then I can come over here and I can click these 6 dots and I can click duplicate, or I can copy, Control-C, Control-V, 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 Control-V. So what I could do is go ahead and add content to this checklist. And as you can see, I've just filled in those, and to tick them off, all I need to do is click here. So I'm going to untick those. Then what I can do is come up here and click enter, And what I want to do is actually come across here and click the plus or / and come down and select header 2. And I can name this week 1. And what I can do is navigate over to these 6 dots and I can duplicate this heading 2. And now as you can see, I've got week 1 and the duplicated week 1. So I'm going to change this to week 2. I'm happy with that. Let's just make that capital. And then what I can do is I can drag by holding the 6 dots and I can drag that below. Or I can also drag that to the right hand side and create my own columns within this page. Again, I can duplicate this by clicking the 6 dots, clicking duplicate, and I can drag this over here, and now I've got 3 columns. Again, I can change this to 3. And then I can come down here and add information. So / again, and I can add another block down here if I like. So take the time to go through all the different elements, all the different blocks that you want to use to essentially create your pages, your workflows, your database, whatever it is you want to create. Maybe you're just creating notes. You can do all that with Notion. So go ahead and play around with some of these different elements. Again, I've just added a gallery. There's so many different elements and blocks that you can add. We're not going to go through it all today. You want to take the time to go through each of those blocks. Now, what we can also do, so remember we've got the top level page here. If we click here, we can come down and we can select these sub-level pages. Now, what I can also do is navigate over to templates and click templates, and we can choose a template that we want to customize. So for example, if I am in marketing, which I am, I can come down and I can select brand assets, marketing notes. What else looks quite good? Or I can come down here and select maybe sales. Let's see what we have down here. And I can click sales CRM and have a look at the way that this sales CRM has been created. So this is a page that someone's created, someone within Notion has created, and you can use this to essentially create your own work and customize it the way that you like. So I like the look of this. I'm going to go ahead and click use this template. So as you can see, we now have 2 top level pages. We've got projects this month and sales CRM. Then we also have 3 sub-level pages under projects this month. And then I can come down here and click the arrow icon, and you can see that we have multiple pages, sub-pages, under sales CRM, which is a top level page. So if I click on all records, that's going to show me all the records down here, which is already selected. I can click table view. That's going to show me table view, high priority, and then estimated value 100K. So you can customize your pages like this if you like. And lastly, what we can also do is customize the look, feel, and style of our pages, our top level page or our sub level pages. So if we navigate back up to projects this month, which is our first top level page we created, we can customize this page simply by adding an icon, adding a cover, and we can navigate over to these 3 dots and we can change the style here like we mentioned at the beginning of this tutorial. But what I want to show you how to do is add an icon. All you need to do is click add icon, and you can click this emoji here and you can add another emoji if you like. You can upload an image or link. So what I want to do is select a good emoji. What I can do is actually come over here and click random and random again. I like the look of that, so I'm going to leave that emoji as it is. I can also add a cover by simply adding cover. That's quite a cool cover photo, but again, I want to change this by coming down and clicking change cover. I can select a color or one of the images in the library that Notion provides, or I can come up to upload and link again. Now I want a stock image from Notion, so I'm going to come down and select this image here. I like the look of this. Now it doesn't really relate to this project, but I'm just going to show you how it all works. So I'm happy with that image here. I can click out. I can also reposition if I like, but I'm happy with the style of this page. Now I can also come down to a sub page. So for example, Facebook marketing, which is the one we've already made a few customizations to. Again, you can do the same, add icon and add a cover. And you can modify that if you like, but I'm happy with that. I can also add a comment. So for example, if you're working with a team, what you can do is type in @ and then you can mention a person, page, or date. So I'm the only person because this is a personal account, so I could click myself and I could type remember to complete this task. And then again, I can come over here and click at, or I can click at on my keyboard and come down and click a particular page. So I could click this page and that's going to show up. So if I click send, that's going to leave a comment under this sub page. Stewart, remember to complete this task, and then I can link this page here. So very straightforward and easy to create top level pages. Remember, this is a top level page and sub pages. So I can minimize these if I like. Again, if one of these sub level pages, for example, this Google Ads Management pools roofing, if this was very important and I was on this page every day, maybe every hour, I could turn this into a favorite. So now, as you can see, I have one shortcut under favorites, and that's Google Ads Management. That is this sub page here. Then again, I can also do that to this page if I like. I can add that to favorites. Now I can quickly get to these pages without navigating through all of these different sub pages. So I'm happy with that. So like I said, Notion is a very powerful platform for you to manage notes, your database, projects, workflows, whatever you can think of. You can essentially integrate that with Notion. Rather than using all these different apps, you can do everything within Notion to essentially maximize your productivity, keeping everything in one place and streamlining your process. It could be your sales process, anything to do with productivity. You can manage these within Notion. And that is a basic overview of how you can get started with Notion. And that is it, guys, for today's tutorial. I hope this video guide provided enough information for you to get started with the powerful productivity software called Notion. Now, if you have any questions about this video, make sure to pop them down below. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video through to the end. If you got value, make sure you leave a like. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. And that way, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.